What's up, guys? Today it's Carson on Toxic Gaming, and today, guys, we got a battle in the PIC Week 7 against Matt, SylveonSweeps, and the Chicago Cobalions. He's got the challenge ready to go. If you missed the team prep that went up on Tuesday, go ahead and check that out so you know why we have what we have, what we're ready for, things like that. I'll give you the moment to go check that out. Okay, you're back. Maybe. Hopefully. But the team I'm ready for him to bring, the Monzo I'm ready for him to bring, I have it written above me this time. I have him ready for Suicune, Sylveon, Garchomp, Azelf, Kyurem, or let me see. I'll do that again because I have them all written in different order. But Mega Scizor I think will come. It has more chance of not coming, but I think will. Sylveon, Suicune, and Garchomp I believe are coming for sure. Azelf I believe it will probably be his lead. And then his number 6 Mon is basically between Kyurem, Houndoom, Spiritomb, and Weezing. The 6 Mon can be any one of those 4 or 5, whatever I said. But I'm not wondering about that 6 Mon is. I know what his first 5 with the Scizor, Sylveon, Suicune, Garchomp, and Azelf. I have a way to take on those 5 at least. So that's what we're ready for. And really, we're just going to accept the battle, get right on into this bitch, see what he has. Whoa. Okay, this, I got 2, 3 of those fucking 10. The Spiritomb, I was wondering about because it does a lot of good damage. I don't know why the Cacturn doesn't do much of anything to this team, I guess. Same fam, good luck, have fun. And he loves the Gallade. He loves bringing Gallade, but why? I guess Mega Gallade is so much better than the regular, but anyway. We're still going to lead. He still has the Azelf, so we're still going to go with the regular plan of leading with Rotom Wash. Doing that lead, the regular plan, Rotom Wash, switching out into Mamo. The other thing is, with this, he does not have any electric resistance. So I'm free to Volt Switch on anything and everything he wants. That's the thing. And right now I know what he's gonna either he's gonna do one or two things. He's led with this thing and set it up before with Calm Mind. And if he does that, this Volt Switch combined with the Ice Shard is gonna destroy this thing. If this works, this is like the obvious plan that we had throughout this entire thing. So see if he does it. Pokepoints 2.0 got the new and latest and greatest models. But he brings a Gallade and Cacturn, and really, Victini shits all over Cacturn, and so does Venusaur and Mamoswine. So why bring the Cacturn? I don't get it. Suicune, I feel, is the Crocoon. He does knock off. Oh, okay, so this isn't gonna do that much damage, and he's Life Orb. Okay. Okay, that does something there. That means something. I don't know if an Ice Shard will actually kill. Let me bring it up here. I do have all the calcs up ready to go. But Azelf, I'm guessing still the dedicated lead. He just went for knockoff instead of the rocks. And Ice Shard does a max of 36, so we have to get a max roll. So I think I'm going to go into Goggles just to guarantee I outspeed this thing, because nothing else on the team, even Victini, isn't guaranteed to outspeed this thing. I'm going to go into Goggles, see what the Earthquake, or I'm actually free to Outrage too. I didn't even realize that. Like, I'm free to quick Outrage on anything and everything as well because of no Sylveon. So I don't need a quick Earthquake. But who would he go? He would probably go into the Scizor, take the Outrages, or the Suicune. What would a U-turn do? U-turn does at least half, so I think U-turn is actually the better play here. Even if he decides to keep this thing around. Nope, he didn't, which is fine with me. I'm okay with that. The problem is with him knocking off this is now the Suicune can be Crocoon, and that's a problem. But we're going to go into Victini because he can go into the Spiritomb or the Cacturn and Sucker Punch us. But I don't think it'll really be that big of a problem. If I go into Bisharp, he's going to go into the Gallade. Probably the same thing with Venusaur going to the Gallade. I think Victini is our best bet and will U-turn out again or V-create whatever he wants to do. But Victini is probably just going to be the one punching holes and everyone else can clean up. I believe his Gallade might be the choice Scarfer on his team. Because it's apparent right now that, you know, he doesn't have his Life Orb anymore. He has the Mega Scizor. More than likely Spiritomb and Suicune are his 2 bulk. And then Focus Sash Cacturn, I'm guessing, more than likely. That's what usual Cacturns are, to be able to live a U-turn and set up spikes or Sucker Punch and stuff like that. Or SD and then get Sucker Punches up. But I believe the Gallade's probably choice Scarfed. Because that would be his only thing to be able to outspeed any of my choice Scarfers. So that would be his only option. The Scizor, I don't know if it'll be bulky Scizor. That's still one thing. I don't know if it would be the bulky set. It looks like it's probably more like the fully offensive or like Swords Dancing Mega Scizor, which means Victini has to stay around, ready for him. And this puts him in a pressure spot, because if he goes into Suicune, how much would Bolt Strike from this Victini, from this Brow, do to Suicune? I'm guessing it's going to be the OU Crocune. It's only a guaranteed 3-hit KO, while he has the a big chance 3-hit KOing with Scald as well. Plus he can rest shit off. So I think all we do is we U-turn out into Venusaur and take whatever. We can go into Venusaur or Rotom Wash. I feel like if we U-turn, he's gonna set up. I didn't switch the light screen. I decided not to. So I think we U-turn into Rotom Wash, Volt Switch into Venusaur, guessing he's gonna go for another Calm Mind. So basically priority switching out. He also doesn't have any hazards unless he has Spikes. So we're free to U-turn and Volt Switch any other time of the fucking day to do whatever the hell we want. Like, we're literally, I'm not afraid to U-turn, I'm not afraid to Volt Switch because of damage. It doesn't matter. So he does go for the Scald. That was kind of predictable. And honestly, I'm gonna Volt Switch again because if he switches out, then we just get, we get our match. We can then make a matchup happen. And he probably thought I was going to go for the Venusaur, and now that I went into this thing, he's probably a little worried. I don't have the power of choice specs anymore, sadly. Sadly, that's not a thing anymore. But, what can you do about it? He does switch out into the Gallade. Okay. That doesn't create, I guess, too much of a problem, because I know Flygon will be able to kill him. And he's at 67%. What would Flygon be able to do to a Gallade? Not Mega Gallade either, which is still weird, I guess, but still weird. Jolly, I'm guessing he's Choice Scarfed still, because that just has to be what he is. Outrage can do a minimum of 83%. So Goggles is who it is, and he's not gonna outspeed us even at max speed. Even at max speed with the speed investment that we have on this, that we have on Goggles here. He's not going to outspeed us, and even if he switches back out into the Suicune, an Outrage is still going to do a fuck ton of damage to that Suicune. It's going to do, like, I believe it said, like, that third? Is that what I said? I might have looked at the wrong one. Outrage, yeah, it does a third at max. So, I mean, yeah, we're getting Outrages, and if he goes into Suicune, it's kind of predictable, I know, but what would Earthquake do to this thing better? I gotta see if I can do this before he makes his move. Earthquake does 70%. Actually, you know what? Earthquake, I'll be safer. That way I can at least get a switch out if I need to. Oh, it didn't kill this thing. Okay, and he close combated killing me. That is not good. That is not good, people. I probably should have gone for the Outrage, but that's not that good. I don't know which would do more. I don't know what would do more, a Sucker Punch or a, what do you call it? A Sucker Punch or, Sucker Punch is 64% from Gallade. Or from Gallade, from Bisharp. That's what I'm trying to think of. This has got me a little frazzled right now because I'm trying to figure out the right Gallade set. I haven't never looked up Gallade, and Mamoswine does kill him too. And if he's any type of choice, he can't do anything. If he's Scarfed, I still beat him there. I think I'm gonna go into Mamoswine because Mamoswine's kind of the one that's, I guess, not needed the most. Don't really mean to say it, but he's kind of the one that's not needed the most. Just pick him off with an Ice Shard if I can. Because I doubt he would be anything beyond that. I don't know how he lived that Earthquake. He must have HP or defense investment to live that Earthquake, because that was a hell of an Earthquake to live. Because Flygon, it did say like Earthquake was gonna do 70% to one that had no defense investment at minimum, and that didn't even do, like, what did it say here? It did 57. So he had to have had defensive stuff. Mega Scizor, kind of guessed that with the Ice Shard. It makes sense. But what would he do to me? Bullet Punch me? Probably Bullet Punch. Right now I kind of wish that I still had that I had Hidden Power Fire on Venusaur. But I don't know if I want to go right into Victini. I think I might go back out into Rotom Wash and just kind of take a Bullet Punch for what it's worth. I don't know if I can take two of them, though. That's the thing. I don't think I can take two of them. And Victini can outspeed this thing, even if with the Bullet Punch. And even if he sets up, then this forces him out. So let's see what he does. He U-turns. Okay, so he actually has U-turn instead of Bug Bite. That's very, very good to know, because Bug Bite would do a lot more to Victini than a U-turn would. But he's probably going to go into the Suicune. I goes into... I'm betting he's going to go for the Sucker Punch. This is more than likely Sucker Punch territory, because I can U-turn and bring him down to his Sash and have him set up. But more than likely, I can see him going for the Sucker Punch. So I feel like going into Venusaur is the better play right now anyway. Because, like, there's no good goddamn reason for him to have this thing that's not a Sucker Punch. Because Sucker Punch, yeah, completely one-shots us. So I'm just gonna hard switch, I think, into Venusaur. I think that's my best. I think it is. Because then I can Sludge Bomb him, I can Mega Evolve. I can Mega Evolve and put up a Light Screen or a Leech Seed on that Mega Scizor when it comes back in. So I don't mean to just like have Victini out here just to do nothing, but I don't want him to get Sucker Punch off on Victini while that, because Victini is my only thing for the Mega Scizor, so I have to switch out. I have to hard switch. Sucker Punch, I fucking do that shit. Had to do it. He's probably guessing the Sludge Bomb, because I don't think he can really do anything more to a Venusaur, to Mega Venusaur. There's really nothing I think Cacturne can really even do to us, to be dead honest. I can Sludge Bomb and literally one-shot him, and he can Sucker Punch, Seed Bomb me. Drain Punch doesn't do anything. I feel like the Sludge Bomb is a little too obvious, so I might... What would he go into? Probably the Gallade next. Gallade or Scizor. He has to think I'm gonna Sludge Bomb this thing. Thing is, like, I've been like too predicting right now with this a little bit, so I might just go for the Light Screen, guessing that he's gonna go for another Sucker Punch or Swords Dance up. Let me see here. What would be the best? It's like it's a 50-50 shot. It's really 50-50. If he goes into the Mega Scizor, he doesn't have anything that can really destroy Venusaur. That's the thing. He has nothing that can really completely fuck up Venusaur. Even if he is the bulky Swords Dance, Bullet Punches, knock off. He says he has U-turn. We saw that. That's still not going to do a lot, and Giga Drain is my best option at that point. And I can throw up a Light Screen and Leech Seed him, so yeah, I'm going to. Okay, that made sense. That made sense. Probably should have gone for something else, but I want to kind of make him think I'm a little bit more predictable than that, a little bit. And I'm going to Leech Seed him right now, just because we only know he has U-turn, and yes, he can U-turn out and get rid of the seed at any possible moment, but that makes him get out. That makes him go into something else. So we'll see. He really doesn't have anything that can really... Unless he has fucking Aerial Ace instead of Knockoff, which I don't know why. Like, I don't get why he would really have that unless he had that for Venusaur. But, I don't know. I'm up to this point with, like, I know Spiritomb is going to be a bitch to take down. Straight up bitch. And that's what I need Bisharp around for. I need Mamoswine to just pound that thing to the ground. Flygon going early was not good. That was not good. I should have just quick Outrage. But I was a little worried about him bringing in that Suicune to just tank it and then Ice Beam me. So that was a good play on his part there. But okay, so we did switch back out into this thing. Okay, so now I got at least Leech Seed on this, and it might force this thing to switch out, because I don't know what this can really do to me besides it can Foul Play me, maybe Calm Mind set up, maybe. But if I get, like, if I Light Screen, that basically kind of nullifies his Calm Mind, and it makes him switch out again. If he switches out, then I get a free Light Screen up. And really the only special attackers on his team now is the Suicune, and maybe this thing. But that's not bad. It's less damage, so I guess that is what it is. And the only reason I had Light Screen instead of Reflect is mainly Venusaur can't learn Reflect. But the only reason I didn't have Reflect on the team at all is because I felt like the Sylveon was going to come, and I didn't want Hyper Voices to just tear through. So, but I feel like if he Calm Mind sets up, he's just giving me more HP and letting Venusaur just sit here. And all he knows I have is Sludge Bomb, and more than likely Giga Drain. So he's gonna taunt me. Okay, so at least I got the Light Screen up before the taunt, and so I might just honestly Giga Drain right now, because even if he brings in the Scizor, we see that like Scizor couldn't do anything to us. Like, that's just the thing. Scizor just couldn't do anything, so we'll Giga Drain so we get some damage off on that Scizor. That's the best option. It's because Venusaur literally can just sit here. He doesn't have anything besides the Gallade that can actually really threaten us. I can just plop Mega Venusaur. This might be the match that Mega Venusaur actually does the most work just because he stays in. And even with being taunted, okay, use out the Mega Scizor again. I'm just going to Giga Drain, do as little damage as I can. That does show him, though, that I had all 4 of my moves, that I don't have anything for this Mega Scizor against this Venusaur, but he also doesn't have anything for me. That's the thing, and I can stall out a taunt. Once he sets up, I can stall out the taunts a lot easier than that, and then I can Leech Seed him. Well, then I can Leech Seed him and basically force him out too. Bullet Punch does nothing, my friend. Does nothing. And yeah, I'm not getting anything back, really, from it. But I don't really want to go into Blue Ranger, because that's going to just force him to U-turn, and that'll do pretty good damage. And Bullet Punch, okay. Because literally, as soon as I'm not taunted, I can just Leech Seed onto this thing again. I can Leech Seed whatever he wants to bring in. U-turns out, makes sense. Makes sense that he would do that at this point. Get that damage rather than Hard Switch. Probably into this thing. Okay, so he's finally brought in this thing. And the thing is, as I know it, Crocoon's set does not outspeed this Venusaur. Does not outspeed Mega Venusaur. As far as I know. Actually, he does, naturally. So never fucking mind. But if he has Ice Beam, which I'm guessing he would by bringing this thing in, Ice Beam only does 14% to this Venusaur. Meanwhile, Giga Drain does at least 45. It does a lot of fucking damage. If I go for Light Screen Up, that literally nullifies this thing, but it forces the Gallade or something else to come in. So I am just gonna Giga Drain this thing. Like, is he specs modest? Like, why else would he bring this thing in to really try to hit Venusaur with an Ice Beam when it does, from a bulky Crocoon, 14% minimum, 17% max, and Scald does 10. Like, I don't see the point. Pin power, what, fire? Okay, that's just give me all that back. Like, that's literally it. Just give it to me. Give it back to me. And instead it was super effective, so I'm gonna guess it's hidden power Psychic, maybe? Did he go for the hidden power Psychic to do, what, 19%? I'm guessing because that's what it does. It does minimum of 18. So he got a low roll on it, but I'm just gonna Giga Drain again. Brings out this thing. It's just that, like, these two Megas just cross off as neutral to each other. I can just Leech Seed on him, and he can Roost Up, that's fine. And if he Bullet Punches, I could do right now, yeah, if I go with the U-turn, if he U-turns to get, he's gonna probably U-turn to get up on out, which is probably his best play, and go into maybe Gallade. I could sacrifice Rotom Wash here for the Gallade, because I do have Venusaur, obviously, as it showed. He has nothing for Venusaur besides that Hidden Power Psychic on the Suicune. And go into Rotom, sack it off, and then whatever he decides to switch into. Rotom's not really needed. Hidden Power Ice is nice, and Hydro Pumps are always nice, but nothing super effective anymore. I can't trick anything. I can trick stuff and take their item, I just can't trick it and give them anything to cripple. Just like this matchup right here, he's probably going to U-turn into Gallade right now. And I kind of want to get on top of that. So I'm just going to go into Rotom Wash, sack him off if I need to. Yeah, just sack him off, let him bring in whatever he wants to bring in, and then I'll counter it as I can. But we'll see what happens. This Scizor is getting to being a bitch. Okay, so he brings back in this thing? So I can go into Victini and outspeed it and Volt Strike it and kill it. So I'm pretty sure Victini to Suicune beats it with Volt Strike. There's a minimum of 38, so it kills. And if he thinks I'm choice, he can trick me into choicing in the Bolt Strike. I can fuck him up with knowing with me being Assault Vested. And even though he went faster than Venusaur, he's supposed to be faster than Venusaur. So this thing, I don't think it's choice scarfed. Yeah. Okay, so he probably thought I was gonna go for the Bolt Strike, and now he's probably gonna foul play me. So I'm gonna U-turn right on out into Mega Venusaur again. Mega Venusaur being the workhorse of this game right now. Because I don't think Bisharp doesn't appreciate a foul play at all from Spiritomb. Like, not even whatsoever does he appreciate a foul play. It does 24%, will knock off, will do whatever, you know, do like 38. Mamoswine's the other one that won't appreciate Spiritomb whatsoever with that foul play. Foul play 2 shots in. Well, Venusaur's my best player against this. Oh, he pursued it. He pursuit trapped me. I didn't know that worked still for U-turn. Okay, I guess. I'm just gonna Leech Seed this thing still. Like, what? He's gonna taunt me again, but I can still Leech Seed him. And if he tries to do the same strategy for bringing in Scizor to get rid of the Leech Seed, and because I can only do this to him, I'm just gonna bring in Victini. Actually, Victini would get killed by... Victini would get beaten, I'm pretty sure, by, what do you call it? By Bullet Punch at this point. Oops, wrong words. Wrong words typing. I'm sucking at typing right now. Bullet Punch is 14% minimum, and we're at 11. So Victini, sadly, is pretty much done, but this Mega Scizor is now a problem. I feel like he's just gonna hard switch out to that Mega Scizor. I feel like he's just gonna hard switch. I have to go into Bisharp, it seems like, because he can't really touch Bisharp. There's nothing. I don't think like the U-turn is gonna do enough to really do anything to Bisharp. Oops, wrong Scizor set. Not the Baton Pass. At least I don't think it's Baton Pass. But U-turn is not gonna do. It does 30% while I can Sucker Punch him. Don't do a whole lot against the Mega Scizor either. Fuck! I need to just Giga Drain and just wear down that Mega Scizor. I really need to. And yes, he can just roost, but I need to just wear this thing down so that Mamoswine can take it out. I can guess him probably going for that Bullet Punch again. I wonder if he has the setup, if he's set up Roost. I don't see why he would have setup and U-turn, but it's just that these two just cross each other out so well. Let me see. If I Giga Drain more, he's just gonna Bullet Punch me. So, and Blue Ranger can take a Bullet Punch a lot better, and then I can attempt to sub up while he U-turns. I don't want Mamoswine to take Bullet Punch at all. I don't want that at all. I have to go with Giga Drain. I have to. That was a mistake to have Light Screen over the Hidden Powder Fire. I definitely should have switched that. But this thing now... What are you gonna do to me? I'm just gonna Sludge Bomb you. Like, I don't know why I switch into this thing. All it has is Sucker Punch. It's gonna do damage, yes. And I can't Leech Seed you, yes. But you know I have Sludge Bomb. I don't get it. If he switches back out to the Scizor, I'm just gonna be like, well, okay. Oh. Okay. I guess that's a thing. Well, there we go. That was one way to take down a Venusaur, I'll say that. I don't know, this is looking bleak for us. It's looking bleak. I guess I'm being a little bit too predictable. Is that what it is? This team is pretty predictable team. It's just that, I don't know. I was expecting something a lot different from him. But it's good battle so far. I like it. That D-Bond, that was nice. That's nice. But I'm going out into Bisharp. See what I can do against this thing. I think I will sub up. Just because I can't really do anything else to this thing. And all he's going to do is U-turn out into probably the Gallade. I'm going to sub up just to get something behind me so that Gallade can't just one-shot me. That'll be good. Hopefully. Hopefully we can turn this thing around. This battle's going on a good old 20-some-ish minutes. 20-some-ish. My words are not good in the mornings. Actually, it's like afternoon, but still. He has... What? He had superpower. Okay, then. So that's, I guess, how... This is GG right here, then, because Victini, he's going to just be able to Bullet Punch me. And really, all I can do is just Earthquake. Oh, that didn't kill. I needed that to kill. Oh, I lived the superpower, though. That drop in attack really made a difference. I'm Earthquake again, just because that's my strongest move to do. But that really made a difference, and that Bullet Punch still doesn't kill thanks to those attack drops. Mamoswine's still pulling through as much as he can to win this team something. As much as he can. Probably go out the Spiritomb and just Shell Sneak, or this thing. Do I outspeed this thing? I might. I don't know. Ice Shard won't kill it. I have to go for knockoff because he still has an item. There we go. At least it's not going to be a 4-0. That's a good thing. That superpower play, like, it was good plays, but it was like, it kind of was his downfall at the same time. I'm going to go for knockoff on this thing, too. Oh, he sucker punched. Okay, that made sense. And he's going to probably sucker punch the Victini. So that's good game for him there. All I can do is V-create. Sucker punch will kill me. Good game, though, to you, Matt. Even though we lost this one, no big deal. I mean, we're still top 2 in the PIC now. We're still probably, if we win, I think 1 or 2 more, we're going to be guaranteed a spot in the playoffs. We can't drop too hard unless we drop all 3. Anyway, good game to Matt. Check out SylveonSweeps down below. I'll be down there. If you still want to go look at that team prep and see maybe where things went wrong, go check that out from last Tuesday. I'm going to get up on out of here. Got to go start prepping for the next week. So, see you guys later. I'm Carson Toxic Gaming. And as always, you stay toxic, people. See you later, guys.